Hi guys, Jolly Jirachi here, and today I'm bringing you another deck profile. This one's of my Mega Sceptile deck, and since this deck has started becoming a bit more popular, winning Japan's nationals, and it beats it has really good matchups all across the board, I wanted to bring you my version of the deck. So, let's get into it. So, first we got the Pokemon. I play one of the promo Sceptiles. I know the one that won Japan Nats played two of them, but I figure one is good enough. You don't really need two. I get agility is the main attack you're going to use on here. It's really good. If you can flip heads, it prevents you from being able to take damage. I know that's a pretty good attack in itself, but I like this other Sceptile better because you play the 1/1 Ariados in this deck, so it's just overall, it's got the overall better attacks also. So then we play three of the other Sceptile EX from the set with Sleep, Poison, and Unseen Claw. If you ever attack with this one, it's normally going to be with Unseen Claw because you poisoned the opponent's active. But if you do attack with Sleep Poison, it can be good sometimes to get those weird knockouts maybe. It's not the best attack, but it is usable. It's by far a bit better than the other one. And then since it is Mega Sceptile, we're playing three of the Mega Sceptiles. Now, the reason this is such a good card at the moment is because of its ancient trait, Fade Stop. This says prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. So Greninja Break, its Giant Water Shuriken, doesn't affect Mega Sceptile. Bats don't affect Mega Sceptile. It's really good. And since Greninja Break has been kind of popular, even though it's kind of dying down, when we get into the new format, even though this isn't for the new format, when we get into the new standard format, this is going to be a very good card. And then getting on with the rest of the Pokemon, we have my personal tech. I took out a Toad and added a Jolteon. I feel like this helps your Night March matchup so much, even though it's going to be rotating. This just helps because it's got free retreat. You can just sun it up even if you're not playing against a deck that you need to use it with. It's just really good. It's a good card overall. That's why the price is so high, and it's just a good card. Then we are playing one Seismitoad EX just because Quaking Punch, it's a good attack. It's good no matter what. It's just a good card. And then we're playing two of the Setup Shaman, just because it's Shaman and Setup is just a broken ability. Then we're playing one of these promo Shamans from the Generations Elite Trainer box. Now the reason we're playing this is for Trev. Its ability, Aroma of Gratitude, once during your turn before you attack, you may heal 20 damage from each of your benched Pokemon. Bench basic Pokemon. Now this is awesome. Now because Shaman, you're not going to be wanting to attach energies with Mega Sceptile to it. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention with Mega Sceptile is attack Jagged Saber. Allows you to attach 2 Grass Energy from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. And when you attach the Grass Energy to those Pokemon, you heal all damage from them. This is really good against a lot of high-hitting decks that can't knock you out. Like, let's say your Mega Sceptile gets hit by Mega Ray for 210. They leave you with 10 left, thinking they can knock you out next turn. You retreat it into your other Mega Sceptile, attach energy to this one using the attack, and the damage is all gone. It's really good, and then this helps for against the Trev matchup, when you don't really want to be attaching your Grass Energies to the Shaman. You can use this, and it gets rid of 20 of the 30 damage, rendering the attack pretty useless. It's really, really good. It's a really, really good card that I didn't see as very good when I first saw it, but it's a good card. They're playing one Hoopa, because when you play with that many EXs, having a Hoopa is just so good. You can just get them out, whatever ones you need in a certain matchup. Then, like I said, we're playing a 1/1 Ariados line, just because Poisonous Nest is good. It helps Jagged Saber one-shot Shamans with Poison. It can get through Focus Sash on Zygarde, stuff like that. And it helps so Sceptile's second attack does more damage. And now we'll get into supporters. So we're going to play 3 Sycamore instead of 4. I mean, I guess I'm kind of weird with this. I don't want to play 4 in this deck. I feel like 3 works just fine. Because it's a bit slower of a deck, even though we do play Forests. We're going to play 3N just because it's a bit slower deck. You're going to fall behind in certain matchups. But once you can end them to a low hand size, you're pretty set from there and start healing their damage. one Fisherman because it's a necessity when you're playing so many basic energy and they're required basically to make your deck work when healing Pokemon and stuff. It's a good card. And then one Lysander because you can't play a deck without Lysander, it just won't go well. One Zero Stick to get rid of head ringers, get float stones off opponents' garbs. It's a good it's a very good card. And one Hex Maniac for those Carbinks. Those are gonna get in the way because we don't have any non-EX attackers besides Ariados. You don't really want to be attacking with it because it can't really hit for much for 2 energies. It's kind of a waste. But so Hex Maniac really helps out. And then getting into item cards, there are going to be no Trainer's Mail. I know I found it weird when I saw Japan's Nats winning list, played no Trainer's Mail, but I've been trying it out too, and it works really well without the Trainer's Mail. Like, I feel like I only hit Trainer's Mail like 25 to maybe 40% of the time, and that just isn't worth running any of the copies, especially when this deck can get by without it. So we're just going to play 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Super Scoop Up, just for that healing. I feel like this is a really good card because if you don't have any grass energies in hand, let's say you have a Mega on the bench with 1 energy and the Mega up front is really damaged, let's say you can hit heads on this, you pick up the active one, power up the other Mega and send it forward, it just prevents knockout. It's basically, this deck isn't exactly a mill deck, but you can prevent lots of knockouts with it. They're playing 1 Professor's Letter to search out your energy because there are only going to be a limited number of lightning energy for Jolteon. If you really need it, this card will help you get it out. 1 Super Rod, because you're going to need your basic energy in this deck, like I've been saying. And sometimes if you have to throw away a certain Pokemon early on and you want to get it back, this is a great card for that. 2 Mega Turbo. Even though we're not playing Battle Compressor, this is still a good card, just because you're going to end up getting energy in the discard pile anyway. So playing Mega Turbo is really a good way to go with this. And then we're going to play 2 Floatstone, mainly for Hoopa and anything else with a 2 retreat cost that we don't want to attach energy to retreat it. It's just easier than that. That way we have free retreaters other than Jolteon in case it's prized, or in case it gets Lysandered up to stall us. And since we are playing 3 Mega Sceptile, we're going to play 3 Sceptile Spirit Link, just that way we don't have to end our turn. And then, just like every other deck, you gotta play 4 VS Seeker. I know it's an expensive card, but it's way too good not to play 4 of, and you basically have to be competitive at this stage in the game. And then I kind of play a weird stadium line, so instead of playing 4 Forest of Giant Plants, I play 1 Skyfield, just because maybe early game and you're going first, you don't really need to get that turn 1 Sceptile because you can get out the next turn anyway, because you can't attack anyway. So Skyfield will help you set up. It's really nice because this does run a lot of basics, and in order to set up, you might need to use more than just 5 bench spaces. This is a really, really nice card to have. And then 3 Force of Giant Planets, just because even in late game, this is a really good card. Let's say you super scoop up your Mega, and you're able to put the Sceptile right back down, put a Spirit Link, put the Mega, attach energy, and Mega Turbo to it. It's really good at any stage of the game, so you can't just not play them. So I decided to play 3 of them. And then for energy, we're playing 3 double colorless for Jolteon and Seismitoad. I found that 3 is better. If you play 2 and you prize 1, you're kind of done if you want to attack with one of them. Because once the energy is discarded in some way, even if they're not knocked out, you're kind of downhill from there. But I found 3, even if you prize one, you still got 2. That's a pretty good number to work with. And now here's where it gets weird with the basic energy. So we're going to play 2 lightning energy for the Jolteon EX. But for grass energy, normally I've seen these lists play anywhere from 8 to 12 basic grass. We're only playing 6. Now the reason we're only playing 6 is because we do have that Jolteon with its flash ray attacks. We are playing 2 lightning instead of 2 more grass. And I feel like 6 is good enough because really when you're taking the Mega Sceptile, all you need is one of these attached to it and maybe another energy. And in order to heal damage, all you have to do is be able to attach one of these to another Pokemon. So having 6 really doesn't hurt you that much, especially when you have Professor's Letter to choose which energies you want to get out. It really just helps the consistency with having Professor's Letter in here and being able to run that many grass energy. It's really nice because it allows me to fit other things in here that normally you couldn't play. So that's my Mega Sceptile deck. If you guys like it, please leave a like on the video. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.